The month of November is here. Admittedly, November is one of my least favorite months of the year. It is cold and gray. The trees are mostly bare. The beautiful fall foliage is gone, and the reality of the long, freezing Canadian winter is staring right at us. Thus, I find myself falling into some old patterns and getting ready to hibernate until spring 2021. Instead, early this morning, I decided I would stare November right in its face and I would go hiking. It was suggested to me I explore Killbear Park. I Googled all the info on the park. I looked for photos on Instagram and then decided I would go. My plan was to leave Toronto at 10 o'clock in the morning, the very latest, and drive for about 2.5 hours to Killbear Park. Instead, this is what happened. So you guys, I am at my first pit stop. So the first en route, and this is Barry's stop. Little update, two great things have happened. From the moment I told you all that I was going in until now, 5 minutes later, two great things happened. First of all, I was just here vlogging, like, I normally do. And then this police officer came and he's like, hey, just talking to me, making small talk. Really lovely guy. And then I told him where I'm going is 2 hours away, 1 hour and 45 minutes away. I'm really annoyed. I don't want to go all the way there. Are there any beautiful places where I can go hiking around here? And he's like, yeah, sure. Let me draw you a map. The man drew me a map. So here's the map he drew me. I know it's fidgety and you won't get it, but I get it. I know what he drew. This is going to be my destination. I just have to keep going north anyway. I'm so grateful. He literally drew me a map. And he says that it'll take me about 10 minutes to get there. And the other good thing, I got a free cup of coffee. I'm just grateful because I'm going to keep it 100. I was really annoyed and ready to turn around and just vlog about how today was a fail. But, like I said, we have to get to the bottom of my feelings. Why am I so annoyed today and why is today such a huge fail? So I'm going to talk about as we make our way there, try to find this place. Hopefully it's gorgeous. Either way, it's a win-win. Free coffee. It's a good day. Honestly, I have no one but myself to blame for everything that is happening today. Tossing and turning, middle of the night, I was like, you know what? I'm going hiking in the morning. So 4 o'clock in the morning, that's when I made the decision, at which point it's obviously a bit too late to try to find a place to decide. So many options, many conservation areas and many places are already closed because I don't know, it's the season. They close beginning October. It's November. So many conservation areas are already closed. And then, but really, what the real problem is? Fear. That's what it boils down to. I was just afraid. And I really want to talk about fear because you all may watch me here on my channel and think, oh my God, she always goes everywhere. She's always going somewhere. She's exploring. Fear is legit and is a lie. It reminds me of the biblical passage that talks about the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Fear is legit. I do this all the time. I go to places alone all the time. And today, I was almost crippled by fear. I was tempted to just do a U-turn and go home because of fear. I was really afraid. And it's irrational. You don't need to tell me. I know that. It's really irrational. I don't know why I was feeling afraid, but I was feeling afraid. So I'm going to drive to this place and take you around and then talk about why I was feeling afraid. I want to be able to articulate it well, why I was feeling afraid. Okay, so let's go. So what went wrong? Because I decided very last minute to go to Killbear Park, it also took me much longer to get ready. and I had some car issues along the way. But really, the real issue was fear. In case you did not realize, the park I was going to is called Kill Bear. And somehow my brain associated that with the possibility of me encountering real bears or any other form of wildlife. What would I do? I believe there are two types of fears: the fear that paralyzes you and the fear meant to mobilize you. The first half of this trip, while contemplating going to Kill Bear Park, I was feeling the paralyzing fear. I was tempted to turn around, drive back home, and watch Netflix. I was terrified. In my mind, I was walking into the lion's den. Hence me stopping 1.5 hours into the drive, deciding to regroup, and getting a cup of coffee. The second half of the trip, after deciding to scrap the original plan, after getting the map with the directions of this new, amazing place, on that half of the trip, this is how I felt. Alright, so I have arrived somewhere, you guys. So what does it say? You must know and obey the off-road vehicle. You must use caution at all times. Emergency and cell phone service may not be available. Okay. This is a true adventure because I don't know where I am. How are you feeling, Anna? I'm feeling a little scared. Why are you scared, Anna? Because I don't know where I am. And I'm hoping it is beautiful. It's just me on this trail. Nobody else. It's gorgeous though. Really beautiful. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna give myself, hold on, let's look at the time. 3:30. I'm gonna give myself an hour and a half. What am I saying? What I'm saying is I am scared. But I am often, like I said, I can't hear anything other than like the rustling of leaves. So we're just gonna give this a try. It's really cold though. I had to put on a jacket because it's colder here. I saw one other car parked where I parked. It is a weekday, so I'm not expecting to see a lot of people. It's beautiful though. I just don't want to see any bears, you know? I don't think there's bears here. My biggest fear? Bears. Or any other wild animals. That is right. I also felt fear. This type of fear, though, was the mobilizing type. Mind you, I was all alone in the woods. A big forest, tall trees, and me. I felt tiny, vulnerable, and exposed. Again, I was afraid. Perhaps it would have been helpful to have a hiking partner or a dog on this date. Regardless, I honor, validate, and respect my feelings. I'm still proud of myself, proud of the fact that despite the fear and the temptation to turn around, go home and watch Netflix, I stayed in the woods for 1.5 hours, all alone, and I'm here to tell you the story. So you might see me going to places, hiking, traveling, exploring solo, living abroad. Don't let these 5 to 10 minute videos fool you. I often do all of this exploring while afraid. Thanks for watching.